Cook ton leads Essex recovery. Essex and Yorkshire both found their way to draws last week, albeit in differing circumstances. Essex on the ropes against Northamptonshire grasps a draw from the jaws of defeat. Yorkshire frustrated against Kent on top, but denied a final hour chase by bad light. Points then to prove for both sides heading into the first day at the Cloud County ground. After scoring a ton in the first innings of the season, Nick Brown has only made it as far as 25 since, and once again it was a disappointing return for the Essex opener, out 3 balls into the day, caught by Hill off the bowling of Thompson. The captain Tom Wesley joined Sir Alistair Cook, and they settled things down a bit, up to 50 off 109 balls. The Essex innings finally up and running. No sooner had they breached the half-century of runs, they were 2 down. Wesley out caught behind, an early wicket to the spin of Dom Bess. Essex put their attacking shots away through to lunch. Not quite out of the woods yet, at 63 for 2. After the break, Essex started to score runs at a more effective rate, up to 100 after 48 overs in the middle, and the renewed optimism brought the hosts' former England captain a 50, reached off 142 balls with a jabbed 4 off Thompson. After a shaky time with the bat last week, this was much more like it from Essex. Walter scored 93 in that second innings and was in form and showing it. He lifted Bess down the ground to reach a 50 partnership of 190 balls. And they were up to 138 for 2 at the break, the hosts frustrating Yorkshire all the way through to the end of the session. Walter went to 50 after the break, up to the mark off 145 balls. The difficult start now seemed a distant memory. One that faded further when he almost decapitated his colleague at the other end to bring up the 150. Then he flicked Revis off his hip to the fine leg boundary to bring up a 100-run partnership off 312 balls. A good morning for Yorkshire was turning into a great day for Essex. Up to 200 when Cook punched a weary-looking delivery from Thompson through the covers for 4. He didn't need the bat to bring up the 150 partnership. Thompson's exertions helped them to the mark. The radar out. Leg byes good enough. And the day got better for Essex, more for Thompson to endure. A shot we've seen countless times took Sir Alistair Cook to a second 100 of the season and 71st in first-class cricket. When he fell for 107, the damage had already been done, out-dragging Patterson on, the score 230 for 3. They added 4 more to the total before the close of play. Walter 11 away from 100, with night watchman Sam Cook at the other end now. Essex had shown some real fight last week and reproduced it here when things had started to look a little sketchy. They'll be the happier of the two heading into the second day of play, largely thanks to yet another ton from Sir Alistair Cook.